Hello everyone, today we'll be taking a deep dive into my favorite dinosaur's history, Allosaurus. Let's get into this. It all started back in 1869, when Ferdinand van der Veer discovered a bone in Middle Park in Colorado. The rocks were Morrison Formation rocks, and the locals identified the bone as petrified horse hooves. But Ferdinand wasn't so sure, as he sent his finding to a guy named Joseph Leidy, who identified the bone as half a tail vertebrae and assigned it to Poikilopoleron as P. valens, but later changed his mind and made it into its own genus, Antrodemus. Fast forward to 1877, Othniel Charles Marsh would classify 3 vertebrae, a rib fragment, a tooth, a toe bone, and the shaft of the right humerus as Allosaurus fragilis, or just Allosaurus for short. In his haste, Marsh did not always follow up on his discoveries. For example, after the discovery by Benjamin Mudge of the type specimen of Allosaurus in Colorado, Marsh elected to concentrate work in Wyoming. When work resumed at Garden Park in 1883, MP Felch found an almost complete Allosaurus and several partial skeletons. In addition, H.F. Hubble found a specimen in the Como Bluff area of Wyoming in 1879, but apparently did not mention its completeness, and Marsh never unpacked it. Upon unpacking it in 1903, several years after Marsh had died, it was found to be one of the most complete theropod specimens then known, and the skeleton, now catalogued as AMN H5753, was put on public view in 1908. This is the well-known mount poised over a partial Apatosaurus skeleton as if scavenging it, illustrated as such in a painting by Charles A. Knight. Although notable as the first freestanding mount of a theropod dinosaur and often illustrated and photographed, it has never been scientifically described. Although sporadic work at what became known as the Cleveland Lloyd Dinosaur Quarry in Emery County, Utah, had taken place as early as 1927, and the fossil site itself described by William L. Stokes in 1945. Major operations did not begin there until 1960, under a cooperative effort involving nearly 40 institutions. Thousands of bones were recovered between 1960 and 1965, led by James Henry Madsen. The quarry is notable for the predominance of Allosaurus remains, the condition of the specimens, and the lack of scientific resolution on how it came to be. The majority of bones belong to the large theropod Allosaurus fragilis. It is estimated that the remains of at least 46 A. fragilis have been found there, out of at a minimum 73 dinosaurs, and the fossils found there are disarticulated and well mixed. Nearly a dozen scientific papers have been written on the taphonomy of the site, suggesting numerous mutually exclusive explanations for how it may have formed. Suggestions have ranged from animals getting stuck in a bog, becoming trapped in deep mud, falling victim to drought-induced mortality around a water hole, and getting trapped in a spring-fed pond or seep. Regardless of the actual cause, the great quantity of well-preserved Allosaurus remains has allowed this genus to be known in great detail, making it among the best known of all theropods. Skeletal remains from the quarry pertain to individuals of almost all ages and sizes, from less than 1 meter (3.3 feet) to 12 meters (39 feet) long, and the disarticulation is an advantage for describing bones usually found fused. Due to being one of Utah's two fossil quarries where numerous Allosaurus specimens have been discovered, Allosaurus was designated as the state fossil of Utah in 1988.
Certain man in Russia long ago